So I've got some news. I've not booked one marathon, I booked 2. So today's video, just wanted to give you a bit of an update on what I'm thinking in the months ahead. So those of you who've been following the channel for a little while, a couple of months ago I decided that I was going to do the Abingdon Marathon in October of this year, 2024, and I've now booked that. The entries have opened, so I'm in for Abingdon, which is going to be my first sub 3 hour marathon attempt. Just at this point, I want to give a shout out to the Stevenage Marathon, which is on the same day, October the 20th. Only happens once every 10 years, and my heart is bleeding a little bit that I'm not going to be doing that race. I've explained in a previous video why I'm doing Abingdon, flat and fast and so on, but if you are thinking of doing a marathon around that time, I highly recommend Stevenage. They've also got the half marathon, which happens every year at the same time. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description, but just wanted to give that a shout out. Now I know what you're probably thinking, well, he knows he's in good shape. For example, 1 hour 25 for a half marathon is often taken as a really good guide for trying to do a sub 3 hour marathon, and it's a bit of a simple maths equation of double your half marathon time, add 10 minutes. Now it's a very rough guide because everybody is different. For me, for example, I seem to find the shorter distances easier, so my 5k time, you know, in a sort of relative terms is better than my 10k time. My 10k time's better than my half marathon, and my half marathon time, whether it's now or next week, is better than my marathon time. But I'm not going for a sub 3 hour attempt on the road marathon this spring. The reasons why, I've stated some of them before, but I always worry about hot weather. I've collapsed a couple of times in hot weather. In spring, I'm just currently training on a really cold, lovely and sunny but very cold day in February, and you lead up to a spring marathon and then suddenly you could have much warmer weather on the day. My body just isn't well acclimatized to that, so that's always a factor for me. And number 2, I'm really just enjoying the process, taking my time, building up the mileage slowly, just loving this period where I'm not putting any real big pressure on myself. Yes, I've got a half marathon coming up, but I'm not, you know, yeah, I'm just really enjoying my running. And I think if I can get in a place where 4 or 5 months from now I'm feeling fitter than ever, and I feel almost, if that's ever the right word, almost confident going into that race, that I really have got that fitness behind me, then that for me will be just a much better mental experience than perhaps trying now, maybe getting close but not quite. So I'm not doing a fast road marathon. What I am doing is a trail marathon. So it's the Endurance Life Exmoor Marathon on May the 11th, and if you haven't heard of Endurance Life before, they do a coastal trail series mainly in the UK, in areas of outstanding natural beauty, and you can do at any event a series of different distances. So they offer a 10k, a half marathon, a marathon and the ultra. I will say they're a little bit liberal with what they class as those distances. I've done an Endurance Life Gower half marathon, which was actually more like 15 miles than 13, and this particular marathon, instead of 26.2, it's 27.4 miles. So technically an ultra, but classed as a marathon. And in terms of what's in store, basically Endurance Life have a rating system of between 1 and 5, 1 being the easiest, inverted commas, and 5 being the hardest. And I've done one marathon which was rated a 3, so that was the Sussex Endurance Life Marathon. Did that one with Georgie, and this one is rated 5. So it's super hilly. The elevation is about 6,000 feet. The terrain is really varied, so you're running along beautiful cliff sides, also going through forests and valleys, across rocks and rivers, and to be honest, I can't wait. I wanted to do something where there was no pressure on time, but at the same time I could sort of use the benefit of all this fitness and training that I've been building up. So a trail marathon felt like the right way to do that, and I'm going to plan to walk the hills and run what I can, but really not worry too much really about how long it takes me. Just try and enjoy the experience and the challenge. It will be a big challenge, and actually my hardest marathon I've probably ever done. So in that respect, again, it's going to be a great way to help my body acclimatise to what it's going to face trying to go sub 3, and from a mental perspective as well, something to have in the bank. But above all, I'm just really looking forward to enjoying the scenery, taking on the challenge, and having fun. I'm also really looking forward just to the weekend away. I say we've done a few of these endurance life races now, me and Georgie. She's going to do the half marathon on the day as well, and yeah, it's just opportunities to stay in beautiful parts of the world, in this case the UK, and got this beautiful apartment booked as well. So it's just that element of having a weekend away and something we haven't done for a little while, so it'd be great to get back to that. So you've got the half marathon, as I keep saying, sorry. Then I've booked the Astridge boundary run, which is a 17.5 mile trail run, and then after that I'm looking at doing the Bison trail run, which is on the Dunstable Downs, and you can do up to 4 laps, each of them 6.5k I believe, which if I do all 4, I think it's going to be about 16 odd miles. So those are a couple of races I'm now looking to do as I change things up a little bit with some trail stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. I've just recently bought the Innovate Parklaw G208s, which are a road to trail shoe. Wearing them today, and yeah, I'm going to plan to use them for the marathon. I'm out on the trails today. It's nice to know that I'm going to be putting that time to good use and doing something a bit different really, and really, as I say, making the most of my fitness. Now I know there's always a worry around injury. You know, you could make an argument that the time is now, but I'm being sensible. I'm doing 80% easy running. I'm really just building up the mileage slowly, taking a down week every 4 weeks. And I think if I can keep doing that, listening to my body, then it's going to give me the best chance of staying injury free, along with all the strength and conditioning training I'm doing, normally 2 times a week. So yeah, that's the plan. Really looking forward to it. It'll just be a nice way to kind of break up the year before I then head into that all-important marathon block ahead of Aberdeen Marathon in October 2024. Before I finish, went for a lovely curry with friends last night, and been asked to just mention that if you subscribe to the channel, it doesn't cost anything. It just means that you get these videos that pop up on your YouTube if you're signed in. So just wanted to make that clear that I'm not asking any donations here. It just helps get the channel in front of more people. It means that you actually see when my next video is popping up. So that's the reason I asked if you'd like to subscribe. Hopefully that's not too much of a sales pitch, but I will say, if you want to follow me on Strava, Instagram, NRG Runs, and yeah, next one is going to be Cambridge Half Marathon. So taper week incoming. Gonna take it nice and easy pretty much all week, and then it's race time, so looking forward to that. With that said, hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.